Good afternoon. We would like to welcome you to the pinning ceremony for the Occupational Therapy Assistant Class of 2019. I would like to start today by recognizing a few distinguished guests. So as I call your name, will you please stand? Dr. Fagan, District President. Mrs. Fagan. Guy Featherston, Dean of Health Professions. Lisa Huff, Academic Fieldwork Coordinator. Dr. Haynes, Vice President of Academic Affairs. A few more introductions that I would like to do. Miss Patty Binger, Administrative Assistant to Health Professions. Becky Smith, OTA Instructor. Rhonda Tidwell, OTA Lab Assistant. Christy McLeod, OTA Instructor. Kristen Graff, OTA Instructor. Dr. Fagan, I'd like to welcome you to the podium to say a few words to our graduates.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to work from here, although I know we're streaming on Facebook Live, so I won't move around as much as I normally do. But first, I bring greetings and congratulations from the Navarro College Board of Trustees. Our chairman, Phil Judson, our vice chairman, Todd McGraw, our secretary-treasurer, Dick Aldama, and trustees, Buster Atkinson, Faith Holt, Lauren Seeley, and Kim Wyatt. They are extremely proud of you and your accomplishments and wish you great success with both your future personal and professional pursuits. Now, for our pinning ceremony today, it's a tradition that dates back to the Crusades of the 12th century. And during this time, the Knights Order of St. John the Baptist cared for those that were sick and injured. And so when new monks were initiated into the Knights Order, they took a vow during a ceremony that they too would care for those who weren't able to care for themselves. At the conclusion of the ceremony and the oath that they had taken, they were given a Maltese cross. And that cross represented their vow to care for those who couldn't care for themselves, and also welcome them and recognize them as part of the Knights Order. And it's the first time that a badge was ever given to individuals to represent those who nurse. Our modern ceremony can be traced back to 1860, when Florence Nightingale was recognized with the Red Cross of St. George for her tireless effort, again, caring for those who could not care for themselves. She was so honored to be recognized with that award that she started to honor her nursing graduates with a Medal of Excellence that signified their dedication, effort, and completion of the nursing program. So today's pinning ceremony has a number of elements to it. One, it is a ceremony that symbolizes the welcoming of you into the OTA profession. It is a ceremony that recognizes your efforts in your journey to be an OTA graduate. It is a ceremony that recognizes your hard work, your dedication, your commitment, and also your transition from a student to now a professional. And finally, and maybe most importantly, it's an opportunity for you, the graduates, to share with your classmates, your faculty, staff, and maybe later today, your loved ones, your completion of this program. Navarro College is extremely proud of each and every one of you. As I listened to your faculty members today talk about you, I could feel their pride. I could feel their joy in sharing your stories and your journey. I want you to always know you have a home with Navarro College, anytime, for any reason. And it's important to always represent your profession and each other with bulldog pride. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing most, if not all of you, next Friday and Saturday during our commencement activities. Congratulations.
Mrs. Huff will now present the awards.
Hello. Okay, just want to say congratulations to all of you on doing such an awesome, awesome job on field work, which you know is the last thing. Obviously, you got to nail that down before you graduate. And so between Ms. McLeod and myself going and doing site visits with you guys, it's just so awesome to see you grow through the rotations and see where you've come from the beginning of the program, and just to look out there and know that you're all ready to go treat patients. Every single one of you are ready to go do the job that you hoped to be able to be educated to do. So congratulations, because none of you had an easy placement. There wasn't an easy placement anywhere, and so you did a great job. So these awards are just to kind of, yes, congratulate yourself. So these awards are just to kind of highlight some students who really stood out. We have a new award this year, and it was decided on by all the faculty. This was not decided on by me. But we're calling it the Fieldwork Rockstar. And we decided on these students who, when we went and talked to fieldwork supervisors, they really just had glowing, glowing, glowing things to say, and we could see that the students went over and above just what they were supposed to do. And it's a hard decision because everybody did so fabulous in their fieldwork. But we narrowed it down, and from the Midlothian campus, Bobby Larkin. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird. You don't have to do that. And from Corsicana, Rashadjik Jones. Way to go, Shot. Congratulations. I don't know what this is. This is weird. I don't know what that's about, but okay. So we also have Student of the Year, and these are also were decided on by the entire faculty. And these are students that we just saw make a lot of growth. Not necessarily the strongest academic, not necessarily strongest in fieldwork, but just have made a ton of growth and become really, really solid practitioners. And so for Midlothian, Taylor Samples. And Corsicana, Gabby Munoz. And then our last award is Valedictorian. And we have in Midlothian, Mindy Owens. Corsicana, Samantha Davis. Congratulations to all of you, though. Great job.
I'm going to ask Mrs. Huff and Mrs. McLeod, not Mrs. Huff, I apologize, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. McLeod to come to the table. Students, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your pin. Ashley Abram. Zoya Sharania. Brittany Campbell. Samantha Davis. Candace Doggett. Lauren Flores. Kendall Gibson. Rashadrick Jones. Gabby Munez. Maisha Smith. Taylor Stafford. Marty Sullivan. Shelby Wilson. Martha Ahern. Guadalupe Collin. Callie Davis. Whitney Ellis. Lance Forston. Stacy Kelsey. Julie Cavapil. Bobby Larkin. Nana Osei Akuta. Mindy Owen. Aaron Palmero. Jenny Fathamani. Taylor Samples. Bethany Sargent. Sarah Strange. Paige Ubell. Taylor Wallace. Christina Washington. Emma Wilkerson. Graduates, when you wear your pin, make it serve as a reminder every day to be ethical and to commit to lifelong learning in your new profession. At this time, I would like to invite Taylor Wallace and Lauren Flores to come to the podium to give us our ethical oath. Graduates, please stand.
Code of Ethics. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will. Principle number 1, beneficence. Occupational therapy personnel shall demonstrate a concern for the well-being and safety of the recipients of their services. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will. Principle 2, non-maleficence. Occupational therapy personnel shall intentionally refrain from action that causes harm. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will. Principle number 3, autonomy and confidentiality. Occupational therapy personnel shall respect the right of the individual to self-determination. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will. Principle 4, social justice. Occupational therapy personnel shall provide services in a fair and equitable manner. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will.
Procedural justice. Occupational therapy personnel shall comply with institutional laws and AOTA documents applicable to the profession of occupational therapy. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will. Veracity. Occupational therapy personnel shall provide comprehensive, accurate, and objective information when representing the profession. If it is your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will. Fidelity. Occupational therapy personnel shall treat colleagues and other professionals with respect, fairness, discretion, and integrity. If it's your intention to abide by this principle, please say, I will.
You can be seated. To conclude today's ceremony, I would like to invite Dean Featherston to come to the podium and say a few words of encouragement.
That just looks so fun. I wanted to get in on some of that as well while I'm at it. Thank you, Ms. Kreitzer. 2 years ago, I met most of you for the very first time when I walked into the orientation on Midlothian, or here in the Corsicana campus. And I talked to you about what the journey would take over the next 2 years for you to arrive to today. And we talked about the commitment that would be required on your part. We talked about the things that you would have to put on hold over the course of the next 2 years to succeed in this program. We probably talked about things like there are people who wanted to be in the seats that you were sitting in, but the faculty selected you to sit in that seat. And I probably thanked you for choosing Navarro College as your college to pursue your occupational therapy degree, but I also told you our faculty chose you. You were there 2 years ago for a reason, and you are here this afternoon for a reason. And that is because you put the time, the effort, and the determination into succeeding. You accomplished what there are people who want to be here today who were unable to accomplish it. So I congratulate you for doing that. I also told you, I can recall this very specifically, I don't know if you do, but I said we will be having, after the pinning ceremony, we'll be having the commencement exercise, the graduation, and I'm going to be sitting on the stage, and you're going to walk right past me. You're not even going to see me, because you're going to see that diploma in your hand, and you're going to be so excited looking for your family members. So next week, when we walk across that stage, I want you to at least look, just wink at me or something to remind me that you remember that time. I am so proud of you. And I know you're proud of yourselves. I'd like to thank your family members who are watching via the internet for their commitment to your success, be that your parents, your grandparents, your husband, your wife, your children, your grandchildren, whoever those are, that helped you to succeed in today's activities. I want to leave you with just a couple of closing thoughts, if I will. When we met 2 years ago, I talked about not only the commitment that it's going to take for you to succeed, but I talked about who you represent as an OTA student, that you represent yourself, you represent this college, and you represent your chosen profession. Those things do not end at today's festivities. They don't end next week at graduation. You will continue to represent yourself, your college, and your profession. Graduation in our business doesn't mean we're done with education. We will need to continue to pursue educational opportunities, both formal and informal, both credit and continuing education, as we continue to strive to provide for our patients. you men and women, as we talked about before, and as you have seen now over the course of the last 2 years when you've been doing clinical rotations, we see people at sometimes their greatest need point in life. We see people when they are facing tragedies, when they're facing traumas, when they're facing circumstances that they look at and think, how am I going to get through this? And they're looking to you to help provide that. We gave you the skills. Your faculty taught you the skills. You bring that caring, that compassion, that love to those patients. Never forget that we are people's greatest hope for improvement. The last thing I want to share with you is the Gideons, the organization that we partner with here at Navarro College, have provided for each of you on the table, if you so desire, a copy of the New Testament. They give one of these specifically to every one of our health professions graduates. So occupational therapy, physical therapy, the nursing programs, all of our students have one of these available. So this is yours to take if you so choose. And I would leave you with one quote out of this book. If you're unfamiliar with it, it comes out of Proverbs. Proverbs is an Old Testament book. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight." As you move on to the next venture in your life, as you leave the warm cocoon of Navarro College, be that the Corsicana campus or the Midlothian campus, as you move out into your professional careers, remember, he still watches you. So thank you. We wish you all of Godspeed as you continue your journey. And as Dr. Fagan says, Navarro College is your college. It will remain your college. And after you go out and make lots and lots of money being occupational therapy assistants, we want you to remember us at the foundation, because someone may have helped you to get to where you are today, and we want to pay that forward as we move forward in our lives. So thank you. And will you please join me in giving a round of applause? I know we've introduced them already, but it is your faculty. I said if you give 100%, they're going to get 100%. We're going to be here today. Did they hold up in their end of the deal? Let's thank our faculty, please. Okay, she's telling me we're dismissed. We're going to take some pictures afterwards, so don't run off. So thank you and have a lovely time. And we will see you at graduation. You're going to wear your pin outside of your cap and gown so we all know who it is. All right? Excellent. Thank you, guys.